he found this way of just, he was a natural declutterer. He was like the Marie Kondo of the mountains, and he found this way to like totally focus on the things he loved. And I felt that around him. I've actually been like trying to be like, what would Marc do? Like,
hi, Peter. Hi, Nick. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, yeah, pleasure.
Oh, yes, nice to meet you. Oh my God, the documentary is beautiful and amazing, visually stunning. I got goosebumps. I cried, but it was amazing. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna start with you, Peter. What was about like Marc? He's special, but what was about him that made you to want to follow him in his adventure?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we first heard about him, it was kind of through core climbing circles, and this guy just out there doing some of the most amazing things already. He was only 22 at that time. And that was just not sharing. He was just total, the purity of it. And then when we met Marc, he's a lovable human being, and he's so thoughtful and kind and humble. And to be around an athlete who's at that elite level, but so self-effacing at the same time is really special. So we just loved everything about Marc, and we're determined to follow him wherever we could. Yeah,
I think it was amazing everything that you guys did, following him. I'm not that adventurous person, but I admire what you do as a filmmaker and what he did as a climber and all of them. It's amazing. So Nick, what was the most challenge part? I think everything's challenge, but must have something the most one. The first one on the top.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the most challenging thing, I guess, was just, the film takes an unexpected twist, and there was tragedy, and it was something that Pete and I had to face, and then also to sort of decide how to move forward. And ultimately, based on, how passionate his friends and family were for us to make this film, we kind of returned to it and decided to make a film that ultimately, it took a lot of thinking about, but ultimately was, we didn't change a lot about this journey that we went on, or the perspective with which we were looking at what Marc was doing. We still had that same thing, because this film was really about life and his life and these amazing 2 years of a climber at the height of his powers. And so I think in the end, it wasn't a much that we did. It was just, I think, a difficult thing for us to face.
You like the editing part. Now let's go there. How much footage did you guys had, and how much did you take to decide which one gonna make the final cut?
Yeah, we had filmed, for more than a couple years with Marc, and we filmed a lot of interviews and a lot of climbs. And I think at the end of that 2 years, after he does Torrey Ager, we kind of saw this, it kind of clarified this journey that he was on, that he wasn't telling us about, that it was this climb and this, the rock, the ice, the alpine, it was all kind of leading in this direction. So I think we had this moment where oh wow, we just captured this really special time in this guy's lives, where he went from potential to fully kinetic, I guess.
Realization, yeah.
Yeah, to realization. And so I think things really were falling into place. And then, as Nick said, when tragedy struck, it was really important for us to deal with that and not just end the film, but to actually, bring grief and that into the movie, because that's obviously a reality when you're, a potential reality for people who are doing this kind of stuff and the people around them.
Yeah. I wish I would be more adventurous like you guys, but I'm not. I'm so scared of everything. So, and Nick.
Jana, we all have our own adventures, and what you do is adventurous in its own way. And I think Marc really appreciated other people, other art forms, musicians, writers, people who are pushing themselves in whatever way. And I think this film can inspire anybody to do that same kind of thing in their own lives.
No, definitely, for sure. And what else? Like, what else you want the audience learn with this documentary, Nick?
Oh yeah,
Peter.
No, I do. I think maybe I'll just lean into that same thing. You know, I think if you're not a climber and you're thinking about coming to see this film, don't hesitate, because it takes you on a journey and gives you lessons that I think all of us can grab onto. And his mom at the end of the film basically leaves us with an urgent question that you have to see the film to understand. That's really important, I think, for everybody to think about. You know, what would you do in life if fear and self-doubt could get out of your way? What would you do?
Yeah. And for you, Peter?
Yeah, I think Marc lived his life so simply, and he knew what he loved and what he wanted to do, and he found this way of just he was a natural declutterer. He was like the Marie Kondo of the mountains, and he found this way to like totally focus on the things he loved. And I felt that around him. I've actually been like trying to be like, what would Marc do? Like, you know, and because it's you know, we all, the world is busy, and it didn't feel busy around Marc. It felt very, very simple and clear.
Impressive. I really enjoy. I just want to thank you so much for your time, Nick, Peter. Keep doing this, even though like I think it's crazy, but keep doing this, because you're yes.
The exact opposite of what like
it's amazing what you do. I think it's amazing. Thank you so much for your time. A lot of success, and I hope everybody loved it, the documentary, like I did. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good to talk to you.
Bye-bye. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.